So the folks over at Porsche decided to invite me out and let me drive one of their new Porsches. And wow, I gotta tell you, that thing was incredible. Let's get into this video, let's go on a ride, and I'll show you the cars. There we go.
There we go.
Because I like this car.
Now you can drop it back in there.
All right.
So when the dashboard is illuminated like this, that's just an indication that the car is powered up and ready to drive.
Got it.
Your transmission controller is right over here on the dashboard. With your foot on the brake, all you do is push down, and that gets you into drive, and that'll come up here in blue. The big button with the P on it next to it is just your park button.
Gotcha.
So when you come back to the facility here, you're just going to pop it in park. You don't have to power it down or anything like that.
Okay.
The other thing you're going to want to pay attention to is this drive mode dial. You rotate this to the right, and it'll move you from normal to Sport Plus. And you are welcome to try all the different modes. You do also have range and gravel mode, but I don't think you'll be making use of those while we're out there. Other than that, air conditioning is in the center. It's a haptic board down there. We also have set in the navigation under the search. We have put the address for this facility as
home.
the home.
Gotcha.
You're going to be following me,
Okay.
so you probably won't need that. It's really only if
Gotcha.
you get separated from the group.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for coming.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't miss this.
to visit with us.
Yeah.
Garage out into the lot.
All right, so we are off here.
Go ahead and just make our way across the parking lot here.
Gonna go ahead and take a ride.
So as you all probably know, we are going to be doing this drive on public roads. And to that end, I have seen some wildly creative driving techniques throughout the past 4 days. So please do me a favor, try to stay together tight as a group. That usually keeps too many people from trying to kind of get into the mix with us. But as always, keep your head on a swivel, because it seems like anything can happen at any time. When we exit the facility, we are going to be turning to the right. And once you turn to the right, go ahead and get yourself into the left-hand lane, because we're going to get set up to make a left-hand turn a little ways up here. We're going to be coming up to a four-way stop at Willow Chase. We'll be making a left at the stop sign. Once it is clear and you have made the left, you'll get yourself over into the right-hand lane. And I'll go nice and easy over here. I know everybody's kind of working their way through that intersection, and we do have some traffic coming through, which kind of slows things up a bit, so I will wait for you all up here. And when it's clear and you can kind of squeeze on a bit of that power and make your way up with the group here. And once it's clear, we'll go ahead and just make our way up the road. Looks like I got a good spot here. We have a car that's turning into our road, so that means that we can just roll on out. And a good spot to kind of enjoy some acceleration. And again, I know that we will have some cars that kind of get mixed into our lineup. Don't feel like you have to race around them or anything like that. We'll just stay in this right-hand lane all the way up. We're going to be making our way to Cypress Wood, which is a good ways up, but that's where we'll be making our next turn. Again, Cypress Wood is our target.
So this car has a lot of power. I wasn't expecting to have this much power, but definitely has some serious power. Wow. The launch is crazy. Really nice launch. It's not Tesla launch, but it's still a phenomenal launch. This car feels really comfortable to drive too. So this is actually a really good riding car. Porsche has definitely done a phenomenal job with the interior, Alcantara everywhere. This thing is really nice. The seats are very comfortable and sporty, and the ride quality itself is simply amazing. This is a phenomenal riding car. I mean, I didn't think it wouldn't be, but wow, this thing rides extraordinary. I can feel the road. When you have it in Sport Plus, the car drops down, and you have these different modes. When you put it in Comfort, it'll raise back up. But Sport Plus, it lowers all the way down, and so you got to be mindful of bumps and everything.
All right, so we did get the green up here. So again, it'll be to the right. And again, another good little spot to accelerate up. We don't really have a highway opportunity on this drive, so this is about as close as I can get y'all to what it would be like driving these cars on the highway. I know in Texas, highway speeds are like 80, 85, but this is about as close as we can get. And as we come down the hill here, we are going to be looking for our next traffic light, which is 249 Service Road. If we go under these trees, you all will see the 24-hour fitness sign over here on the right. In the road, there is a fairly sizable bump right by that sign, so just be nice and easy over that. And then we'll get ourselves set up to make the right-hand turn here at 249. Alright, after this gray car, it looks like we're going to have a little bit of a clear spot. Let's all get rolling, and to the right, please. Got a couple cars turning up here. Again, we're going to be staying in the right-hand lane all the way up. So a little ways up the road here, folks, right on curbside, there is a tire carcass, and that is also followed by like a plastic wheel well liner. So please watch these up here on the right, give them some room. You'll see them sitting up here on the right-hand side on the curbside. The two cars behind me, we're going to start moving. You can turn your hazards off. And as we come around the bend here, this should all start looking pretty familiar as we are getting back into the neighborhood where the shop club is located. We are going to continue straight across this intersection, and we're going to go up to the next stop sign. Again, straight across the intersection.
Oh, this thing has some serious power. I know I said it doesn't launch like a Tesla, but I just got to launch it, and wow. This thing took off. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think this is probably just as fast as my Tesla. Wow.
Stop sign, we will be making that right. Once you have made the right, you're going to get yourself into the left-hand lane. It is a little bumpy right there at the stop sign because it's a bus stop, so just be mindful of that. And again, making the right into the left-hand lane. And up here on the left, of course, is the shop club. We're going to pull into our turn lane to the left. And in the Taycans in particular, if you all can put it back into normal mode, make sure you're not in Sport or Sport Plus, because we have a little bit of a bump coming in here as we go up the ramp. And so just take it nice and easy. We don't want to scrape the front of those Taycans. We're going to bend around to the right and line up adjacent to the white cones over here. So please pull all the way up to the car in front of you. Just bring it all the way up nice and close so that everybody can get in here and bring it on up. You do not need to turn your cars off. All you need to do is put them into park by pressing the P button on the dash. And you all can hop on out and head on.
All right, guys, so here it is. There is a 2026 version of this car out, but this is the 25 that I chose. They gave me the option to pick any of the cars in the suite from the lineup of cars that they had there, and they had everything. But I've always wanted one of these cars. I actually was going to buy one with a salvage or rebuilt title. It was only like 50 grand with like 12,000 miles on it, but I was concerned about the warranty. And so then I started looking at new. Yeah, this particular Porsche is absolutely crazy. I can see why people like the Taycans. This would probably be my choice if I decided to get a Taycan, because I like the way this car looks on the exterior, and it is very fast. So I decided to go back in and look at some more Taycans. These are all cars that you could choose from, but a lot of them are getting taken out for a drive. So I probably would have took that purple one if I'd have known if it was back by the time I was going to ride. But I'm glad I got the one I drove. So that's a GTS right there. That purple one as well. This other chalk one is a GTS. Those are all GTS. But they're beautiful in person, extremely comfortable. And I got to say, Porsche knows how to make a vehicle. Wow. While I think some of the interior things are a little redundant with the controls, I don't like the touch controls for the air conditioning. I think that's a little annoying. Kind of reminds me of Tesla and Porsche. But overall, these cars are absolutely stunning, man, in person. And they drive so good. Now, coming from driving a Tesla Plaid to the Model 3 to the Mercedes, all these cars I own and drive, this is just different. You can feel the road. You can feel this car grip and put it down when you launch it. I did a hard launch on it just for a few seconds because there wasn't enough road. Again, this was about a 25-30 minute ride, but I didn't want to just film myself driving all over Houston, Texas. You know what I'm saying? So I just said, I'm just going to cut this down, because he was talking on the radio most of the time, just directing us, hey, this is the next traffic light or whatever. But, just being able to ride around and get some hard launches, and then a nice hard pull. It was actually a fast car. In the first part of the video, I think I said that it doesn't launch like a Plaid. It doesn't, but it still launches very hard. I mean, it's throw you back in your seat, just not throw you back in your seat Plaid or Model 3 throw you back in your seat. It is fast though, folks. And I saw this beauty sitting over here. This is actually a photo booth where you can come and take photos. I didn't want to do any photos like from them, so I just went ahead and filmed the car and went on my merry way. So you can enjoy I did film a lot of cars, but I'm just showing you some of the ones that I in this video, because I was here for over an hour, and the ride was actually about another 25-30 minutes for the ride alone. So I just wanted to show you guys that I was invited to the Porsche event, this Porsche event in Houston, Texas, and I really appreciate them doing so. So there's more cars I'm going to show here, and I just hope you guys enjoyed the brief ride along the portions that I put in there. Because I really want to just show you the launching in it and the sound the car makes. It's just incredible, man. The suspension raises and lowers when you change to Sport Plus and Plus. When you put it in normal, it kind of raises back up. When you get in and out of the car, it raises itself and lowers itself. It's very nice. I would actually buy the Gran Turismo because, like I said, I was interested in that car. But I think I probably would do pre-owned if I decide to do it. But man, these are beautiful. And shout out to Porsche for making such a beautiful car, man. Oh, that thing is crazy. All right, gonna get out of here. Wanted to show this green one more time. This thing is sick, man. They have, and the electric Porsche I'm going to show here at the end of the video, but the other electric Porsche, I should say. But man, these cars are very nice, and they are driver's cars, man. Look at this beauty right here. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the Porsche content, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for coming along on this ride along. Take care.